Okay. Happy Monday and welcome to episode 108. We are in the Everyone Has a Love Story series. And today's topic is Everyone Has a Philia Love Story, which is our love for friends and companions. And we have a very special guest, one of my besties, Tiff Baby.
Hey y'all, it's Tiffany the freak with the glasses. Kind of, but
And this is how the show is gonna be because this is how we act. So everybody, welcome Tiffany. Tiffany, thank you for being here. Thanks for being my guest.
Me. It was such an honor. When is the check clear?
She got faith broke.
Be serious.
It's gonna be a funny show. All right, y'all. So today we will be talking about our friendship, love, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right into the icebreaker. Welcome to episode 108's icebreaker. So Tiff Baby. Okay. So
Yeah. Come on, Capitol Records, sign me.
Listen, this better be the most listened, downloaded episode of Healing She Got Faith that ever had.
Period.
Okay. All right. So I have a deck of cards, the dream cards. And I chose this because you and I, we talk a lot about dreams, our futures. We joke a lot, if y'all can't tell. But we do be serious sometimes.
The Bob is on Lord Farquaad. I can't fix it.
I'm over here in green, Shrek. All right, Tiff. So you gonna tell me how to split up the deck. You're gonna choose however many cards you please, and then you'll read them and you'll say if it resonates with you, why not, and then I'll do the same.
Okay. Oh, let me see. Split it up 4 ways.
You get a free card because I fell out while we was talking.
Okay.
4 ways.
Just for the record, 4 may break my heart.
And if you listening, it's like that on site.
Period. And you know who you is. So this is the one I get. Mm-hmm. So I just picked 2 cards.
You can pick out however many cards you want.
So you pick 2 and I pick 2 from these decks.
Perfect.
Lisa. Do I want the top? Yeah, I want the top.
Want to go first?
Sure. If you could create anything you wanted, what would it be? If I could create anything you wanted, what would it be? A robotic baby daddy.
Oh,
I'm not playing.
Please tell.
If you could create anything you wanted, what would it be? I think I would create a robotic baby daddy.
Hey, and why is that?
These kids ain't gonna raise themselves, and I ain't about to do it. Just extra help, extra support, because, child, when it's all on you at once, you ain't got no time for yourself.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Robotic baby daddies.
Ain't gotta listen to them nag.
Yeah, because you get to tell them what to do.
Change that goddamn diaper. Don't force things to happen when you want them to happen. Let things unfold when you and the world are ready for them. Be patient. Okay. That one got me together because I'm like, all right, I'm 31. Why I ain't married yet? Why I ain't got this? Why I ain't got that? I'm just now entering a career that I didn't even plan for. But just now getting into that. Just now getting a degree. Sorry. Just now getting a degree.
Oh, yeah, she gonna be an astronaut, y'all. I like that.
I'm out of here. So yes, don't rush. I'm trying to rush my life when I'm right exactly where I need to be. And I'm not doing bad. And Taylor actually said that she wanted to be like me, so I ain't doing too bad.
Taylor's her daughter.
Yes. I ain't got no kids.
She ain't got no kids, but she want a robotic baby daddy.
Oh, yeah. If a previous negative experience seems true to you and stands in the way of your dreams, ask yourself, is this really the truth, or could I look at it from another angle? Could I allow my dreams to come true despite my history? I like that one.
I like that one too, because I'm over here like, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
I like that one.
I like that one too, though.
I like it.
What I got two things to say about that one. One, I do be wanting to like have my moment and have my emotions, but also too, I do get to a point where I'm like, all right, Lisa, cut the shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you for sharing. All right. Stand in front of a mirror and say to yourself, I am worthy of all the good things I dream about. Why am I about to cry?
Oh, no.
Why am I about to cry?
Drink some more. God damn. That hit.
Oh my gosh.
That hit. I think that hits any woman.
Yeah.
That hits.
Stand in front of a mirror and say to yourself, I'm worthy of all the good things I dream about. It's funny because I work with kids right now, and I have my kids do affirmations, and I put up a camera and we'll like say it. And of course, I always have me do it, so I'm always like, I'm worthy, I'm enough, and they repeat after me. But like I think for myself, sometimes it really is hard to feel the worthiness, especially with the pain that I've been through, and like especially when I feel like I've been trying so hard and it like things just not coming. And so like your card, like just being patient, like like you said, I'm not doing bad. I'm really not doing bad.
And that's just another I guess sign that we probably need to take a step back and be grateful for the life that we do have, because we're not doing bad, and there's somebody out there wishing that they were as far along in life as we are, and here we are just like worrying about the negatives when we should be grateful for the positives.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think like walking into 2024, I took a break in January. I didn't want to do goals. I didn't want to do vision boards. I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to process 2023. And what I learned in January.
And then you kicked our ass, boy.
When I say in January, I was like, I'm going to have to continue to process because I'm really hurt. I am hurt.
And it's not just hurt in human form. It's material things. Professionalisms. I ain't say that right, but y'all know what I mean.
You know, professionalism.
Yeah, like
career-wise, love, friendships. We was talking about that before we got on camera. It's so much hurt and just disappointment. And so it really, and when like I know I'm a hard worker. Like I know I put in 200 to everything. And so to feel like I don't have what I thought I would have, it is like for me, it is really hard to feel worthy. And then like we think about hurt from the human aspect too. Like I feel like, bro, I'm straight like hurt right now. But like also in that giving myself permission to be hurt. Like not jumping to the next thing.
Yeah.
Like
process that. Learn from it.
Trying to jump on one, but they don't got boundaries. Ooh, all right. We are too much.
Light tip 101. Have boundaries.
Please have boundaries. Okay, let's break this down. Do y'all know what a boundary is? A line you don't cross. That's it.
You do not cross it.
It's a line you don't cross.
It's a line you don't cross.
It don't gotta be deep. It don't gotta be. It's a line you don't cross. So don't cross me. Do you remember when one of the guys texted you and was like, dang, I can't get my own picture? And he was like, dang, I can't get my own man. Okay, my second card. Don't chase your dreams. Learn to appreciate the present moment. When your dreams do come true, you will have learned to enjoy the moment instead of reaching for the next dream instead. Teach your mind to rest in the moment.
That's yours, and you need to frame it. You need to frame it. You need to frame it.
Yes.
You need to frame that.
I need to make that my background. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is right. And I think that's a big reason why I did take January. But I say I'm still taking February. Like I'm still in the moment because like I said, processing and realizing everything that happened and just being present is hard. That's why Tiffany told me I need to frame it because it's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard.
It is hard, but definitely be present and be grateful for the life that you do have. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not impossible.
Right.
So,
and also too, we don't always have to be miserable. I think that's the key too. Like, we don't always have to be.
and being like successful, like having a successful lifestyle, like you're doing I don't know nobody who done stepped out on their dreams. But you.
Oh, thank you.
We all just like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I'm not gonna do it. You know, like, and you like, no, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I do it. You know, like, so.
Thank you. I need to hear that.
That's quite successful to me. God damn it.
I need to hear that. I need to hear that. I do need to hear that, because I be feeling like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I guess I don't have like the quantity. Like, I don't have all the followers. I don't have the money coming in. And so, like, I think like that type of stuff, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, but like with the followers thing, your real life is successful. That's all that matters. Like, it'll be great to have a social media back end, but your real life is really what matters. Your legacy is your real life. That's all that matters, girl. And then like,
that's why you always gotta have a team, y'all. That's why you always gotta have a team, okay? All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the topic of the day. Welcome to episode 108's topic of the day. So today we are talking about everyone has a Philia love story. So again, Philia is the love of companions and friendship. So I wanted to bring Tiffany, because Tiffany and I are very goofy, but we have a lot of serious conversations.
I promise we do.
We do. People don't think we be serious, but like, she's one of my besties because of how honest we can be with each other and how we've accepted each other in every season. Like, we've got on each other's nerves. We wanted to cuss each other out. I mean, Tiffany just ignored me like a couple weeks ago. She wasn't having it with me.
Like, doing this. Not doing it.
But we have that friendship where it can be what we needed to be in that moment. And so I wanted to bring her here to help talk about the conversation of what is it to have a love of friendship. But then also too, Tiffany has had some really big transitions in her life. And so I want to talk to her about love, friendship, life, all of that. So you want to start with how we know each other, how we met each other, how we close?
Yes.
Okay. You want to tell? You want to start?
You can tell I can ad-lib.
Ad-lib?
What is it?
I don't know. What do you say?
I can co-sign.
Okay. So Tiff and I, we went to high school together. And so we were cool back in high school. I was a year older than her. We were pretty cool.
You're still.
Yes. Yes, we are still pretty cool. I'm hesitating because I don't really remember high school, so I don't really know why Tiff told me to start.
Oh, I don't remember either. That's why I told you to start.
Okay.
So we met in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So she was my only friend while I was pregnant, and everybody left me for dirt.
So she was pregnant in high school. We were really, really close. And then we all graduated, went to college. So we went years without speaking. And then because of Facebook, we got reacquainted. And then I was moving to New York, and I just randomly hit her up and was like, hey, do you want to come to this girls' night? No. I asked her to come to this weekend where I was doing the dance workouts. And you came to that.
Yes.
She came to that. And then I was like, oh, well, since you came to that, do you want to come to this girls' night I'm having before I moved to New York? And then she came to that. And then while I was in New York, what? Then while I was in New York, we stayed in contact. And then about 2 years later, I moved back, and we've been like thick as thieves ever since.
Yep.
So it was we had a little break in our relationship, but it came back. And what I love about it is that we are super close. Like, we are each other's journals. Like, I can literally come to Tiffany and tell her the dumbest stuff. Like, and I know other people would dog walk me. And Tiffany like, yeah, that was dumb, but how was it? Like,
you regret it.
I mean, that wasn't
you regret it. Go back and do it again.
Wasn't the best decision, so let's process it.
Let's get that together.
But we also cried together. We've also prayed together.
We've been through storms together.
Ooh, child. We've been through
We've dragged each other in each other's storms. Like, you're gonna go through this with me. I don't care.
We almost got hit head on with a drunk driver on one of our escapades.
You good?
Right. Yeah, we was literally driving. We was not supposed to be at this man's house, but we was over there, and this driver, she was so high, and she swerved.
She
and
went the wrong way at the roundabout, and I was
and Tiffany
trying to get back to the destination I was supposed to be at.
Tiffany froze, and then we all just kind of screamed, and then she rolled up on us. She said, "Y'all good?" And we was like, "Yeah, we good." She said, "Y'all good? We good." And we was like, "We good." And we good. We just got out of it. So we done been through some things.
Yeah.
We done been through some things, honey.
Woo.
All right. So let's talk about that. How do you stay in love with me, Tiff?
Honestly, the honest truth, our breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like if I talk to you every day, it would be exhausting.
Absolutely.
Like, we just connect so much to where we just kind of like go. We I don't want to say dump because that sounds bad, but we dump so much that if it was an everyday thing, it would interfere with everything else I have going on, and I wouldn't be able, like, it just would be too much. So the fact that we do have a low maintenance friendship, that helps, because there's no way I can talk to you every day. There's no way.
She say low maintenance, but we talk pretty often. And
we do,
and we actually make time for each other.
We do. However, we don't dump every day. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
I think we save it for like when we do talk, and then we just dump out, or like have intimate moments. Not.
we have friendship, intimate moments.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think if we dumped every day, it would be something that I probably wouldn't be able to handle. Because like we have some serious stuff going on in our lives, like to where like it would be a lot. It would be a lot.
It's a lot, and I think like with the both of us, we know that about each other. Like, we know we both got a lot going on. We both know that we come with a lot of baggage, and so also too, I think we're both really good at. I think we both like understand our seasons too. Like, I know, like, if it's your finals week, I know not to like. I know to have that boundary with myself with you.
I would lose it. Throw all the papers up. I'm dropping out.
Yes. Or like even times like you're in a new relationship right now, and so like even with that, like being considerate, we're gonna get into that because I definitely want to talk about that. But like even like Tiff is in a new relationship, and so even in that, like anytime your friends are in new relationships, that's a new transition for friendships. And so even in that, being considerate, like, no, we can't talk as much as we used to because like there is somebody else there. But also too, like, I love this for Tiff. Like, I love when she calls me or texts me and tells me that she's on a date or he did this, or like if we're out, like we've been out too, and she'd be like, "Oh, FaceTime Randy." Like, we went ziplining and I was on the ground, Tiff was up, and Tiff was like, "Can you FaceTime Randy and show him?" Oh, I didn't. Can I?
No, yeah, you can say that.
Can I say his name? FaceTime him, and I did. Randy don't know me, and I was like, "Hey, Randy, I'm the white friend. There's Tiff. She's in the air." He was like, "Oh, wow."
Girl, how time he probably like don't care. This white girl on my phone. He probably thought like you abducted me or something.
I hope not. That's so funny. Oh my God.
Funny.
Oh my God. So I think like us knowing our boundaries and knowing our like, but also too, we wouldn't be able to know that if we wasn't 100% honest. And I bring that up because even with some of my other friends, I'm still not 100%. Like, Tiffany has seen me at my best. Tiffany has seen me at my worst. And I think like,
and vice versa.
Yeah. And I can probably say like maybe 2 or 3 other people are maybe in that same boat, but not too many people have seen that. Like, Tiff saw me when I didn't know myself. Tiff saw me when I was getting dog walked by people. Tiff also saw me at my grand opening. She was right there with me. Like Tiff also saw when I was doing all the stuff. She was right there with me. So I think like that's important to be open on all the spectrums of the friendship so that we know. And she's right. Like our lives, man. Like, yeah, if we talked every day. Jesus. If we did talk every day, that would be a lot. But what I do appreciate is that we're very intentional with our friendship. Like if it has been too much, like too long, hey, can we go on a date?
Yeah, for sure.
Or hey, can we do this? Or
we definitely prioritize our friendship. However, we give it space as well.
Yeah. And I think that helps me stay insane too, because I feel like so much of my life I've always been pulled in so many directions. And then also too, I've always felt like I've had to like choose friends daily. Like, okay, Monday's Tiff, Tuesdays, blah blah. Wednesday, and I feel like I'm so old for that. Like I'm too old for that. Like I need friends who understand like the balance and boundary of friendship.
Like I can't talk to y'all every day. Just like I'm not gonna be available every single time, every day. Like, and I need my friends to understand it. And that's actually some friends of mine that got left in 2023 that did not understand that. Like, it's like, oh, like you can't go out because you have finals. Like you're so boring. Like, oh.
Excuse me for wanting to be an astronaut.
I'm sorry. Electromagnetism class got me tied up. Like, I'm so sorry that I have finals and you want to go drink. Like, my bad. My bad.
I want to say this out loud. I appreciate Tiffany too, because like I'm not a partier. Like I drink, but I'm not a partier. But but Tiff over here spilling drinks. But Tiff is like that. Like I appreciate that, because I think when people see us, they think like we these hardcore partiers.
Yeah.
And really, if you give us a bottle and put us in a bed, like me and Tiff, the type of friends, like we'll straight take a nap, and that would be so fun.
And it, like literally, like.
And we're also very much like self-care people. Like give us a paint class, give us like. And I love that about us, because like I said, people really think like we be out here in these clubs and bars, but baby, we got too much going on.
Like, who about to do that? I'm 8:30. I'm putting a bonnet on and I'm going to bed.
I be in bed by 8:30 too, y'all.
Like, who about to be doing all of that?
That's how I love us. And like it was a point in time where like me and you was texting like early in the morning. Like Tiff used to be like the first person I would text, because like that's when we was up and we would have like these vulnerable moments with each other. Like
we need to start that again. That's a good time to. That's a good thing.
Pray and get our goals. Yeah, we should start that.
Yeah,
especially we're in a good transition right now.
I think so.
Okay, after the show, we're gonna write that down.
Yeah.
No, I think, and I appreciate that. So, okay, so how does that work in your relationship? Do you talk to your man every day?
Yeah, but yes, we do talk every day. And at one point it was like, you know, in the cupcake phase, we were talking every day, every hour. Like it was like, what are you doing? I miss you. You miss me? Like I miss you. Like it was like that high school love. So we were talking all the time. And now that we're kind of like established and all of this, like it's kind of easing up. Like we can go a few hours without talking to each other, or like we don't go a day without seeing each other, even if it's just like pull up, give me a hug, you know, good night kiss or something like that. But we don't go too long without communicating, but we can go without communicating. Like if I'm mad, he'll give me my space to be mad. If I need time to just like be without everybody, he'll give me that, and it's not hard for him. He's not needy. He doesn't require much attention, although I give him all the attention.
I'm about to say I like that, y'all. One, I love experiencing a true authentic love. I think we've experienced a lot of fake love, but I love that we
Hey Siri, play Drake fake love.
But I really love seeing you be loved in all the right ways and places and all that. And I think even seeing you grow in your relationship, and I think that has been beautiful to watch. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's a work in progress. Like I've come so far in love that I can see a difference. However, I have so far to go.
Yes.
Like, I have so far to go because this is the first relationship where my heart wasn't broken immediately or my feelings weren't hurt immediately and I gave it a second chance.
Yes.
You know, so this isn't a trauma bond,
Yes.
you know, or like a second chance or, you know, something like that. We're not starting off rough. Yeah, we're actually starting off strong. So I'm trying to separate all of the past actions that I've done from this relationship. It's a challenge, and this relationship is exposing me to like sometimes I am the problem.
Yes.
0.5% of the time I'm the problem, but sometimes I am the problem.
So with you saying that, how would you say your views on love have shifted over the last couple of years and in this new relationship?
Oh, that love does not hurt.
Woo! I'm shaking. She is shaking the table. Say it again.
Yes, like I've learned with this relationship that love does not hurt, and it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. That's not love, you know.
Yeah.
So, again, we're really fresh into this, so you know, there's always some things that could happen, but we're not gonna speak that because
no,
we're not going through that.
We gonna be present, like the card said.
Yeah,
we gonna be present.
So, I think my perspective kind of really shifted from, oh, like they say they love me right now. Like, although they did all this hurtful stuff, they're saying they love me now. So, like, you know, like, although I'm hurt, it's still love. Like, no, love doesn't hurt. And I'm not going to settle for hurt love.
Yes.
So, period, poo.
Period. So, yeah, I feel like my view on love has definitely shifted. I'm single. I'm still single as a dollar, y'all. Like, still single. But I still have hope.
It's okay.
I still have hope. I think like everything is a time thing. Like I think when I need it is when I'll get it.
For sure.
And I'm the same way. Like if the first month, like if you, let me start because I got like 5 different conversations in my head right now. Okay. Like if you ask for my number and you don't plan a date within like 2 weeks, you don't really want me.
It's shade, and you know who she talking about. Exactly who you are.
If I tell you like I'm ready for a relationship and you say you don't want it, we just not compatible.
Yeah,
we just not compatible. And like different things, like if I'm constantly questioning my place in your life, we just not compatible. And I think like in this season of my life, I'm okay with saying that to men. Like we've been doing X, Y, and Z. I just don't feel like we're compatible. And I think being okay with that, like being okay with like you're just not compatible with people. Like you're not always going to mesh with people.
However, not being compatible is sometimes not a bad thing because, to reference Randy, he's a big partier. Mm-hmm. He is a big, like, he will stay out.
Jesus.
He will stay out, and I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been like that. Maybe like a first 2 semesters of college when I first went, but I'm not like that. And so like we're not compatible in our social lives like that. But however, it works in due time. Like when it needs to work, like, oh, he's out. I know he's not gonna bother me. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. You know, he's out. Great, cool. Yeah. I don't have to tend to him or, you know, like give him attention. So it does work, not like having different lifestyles and not being compatible in some areas. Sometimes it works, but there are some things, some compatible things that we have. Like he doesn't have any kids and I have kids, and it's like
it is hard.
It's a different lifestyle.
Yeah, I was like with kids, especially, it is hard because I've dated mostly men with kids, and it like as understanding and as open as I am, it is really hard. Like I could be like, "Ooh, I want to go here," and then they be like, "The kids," and I'd be like, and so like there's always that issue of like it's not that I forget about the kids, it's just I'm not keeping up with their schedule. You know, I might have my schedule and his schedule, but like the kids, I might be like, dang, it is.
I forgot.
That weekend. Oh, it is that day. Oh, dang. little man do got a basketball game. Oh, dang, little mama got cheerleading. All right.
Little man and little mama is wild. Like, that is wild. That is wild.
The
like,
early 2000s came out, guys.
Millennium Tour coming soon.
Pretty Ricky, call me.
I can hump the floor.
Woo!
That's funny. But
That's crazy.
yes. Compatibility.
Ooh, yes. Also, too, my man needs to be funny. Like, because I'm funny.
Yes. I knew from, like, when Randy told me he was in the military, I was like, oh, this is never going to work. Y'all are too serious for me. That man is a whole walking joke. Like, I always thought military men were just too structured and too serious for me. Laugh. We're going to have to laugh at a funeral or something. You're going to have to crack a joke, crack a smile, do something. He might play a little too much.
You know, that says a lot coming from Tiffany, though.
Like,
because Tiffany always playing.
Always playing. But this man,
Listen,
he got me beat.
Listen, y'all. One day, Tiffany called me. A friend from high school died. And she called me, and we was so sad. And in the middle...
Didn't like DMX die the next day or something?
And DMX died. And so, like, me and her, we processing, because we both grieve a lot. But I swear, y'all, we was crying, and then I said something, Tiff said something. Like, we was just so unserious. And then I know I turned around at one point, was like, we just be dying. And Tiff was like, who be dying?
But saying we be dying as we're crying about somebody dying is why it's insane, Lisa. Sometimes you say some stuff that's just insane.
It is. I can't even deny it. I do be saying some stuff, and in my soul, it be really making sense.
So, speaking of saying stuff and death and all that stuff, I was in LA with my little sister, and we went to a restaurant that was next to the Staples Center, because I refuse to call it crypto.com, whatever it's called now. Like, it's the Staples Center. So we go into their gift shop to pick up Roman some boy stuff or whatever. So that as soon as we walked in, they were like, hey, no recording, no phones, no pictures, none of that or whatever. This had to be like probably the year after Kobe died. My little sister in the middle, we're at downtown LA, yelled out, damn, y'all act like y'all got Kobe ashes in here. I was like, I'm on the next flight home. They finna beat your ass on their own. Like, and the man was just sitting there like, do you know where you are? Why would you say that? I was just like, I'm not going anywhere else with you.
Ma'am, we're going to have to stay in the hotel room for the rest of the trip.
And then we just took our dad to LA. We drove from LA to San Diego because we spent a day in LA. So we drove from LA to San Diego. Now, LA traffic is terrible.
Whew. Yeah, if you ain't never been to LA, be prepared.
Yeah, so like it was an hour and 45 minutes away, or maybe 2 hours. It turned into like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So because of traffic. So I'm in traffic, just waiting. Like, I was expecting it. Mm-hmm. My daddy was like, "She, I see why Kobe took a helicopter. Look at all this." I was like, y'all gonna. Can we stop with the Kobe references, please? Like, he was like, "She."
You know what,
so
fam?
Embarrassing.
You know what, fam? We just
don't do it.
We just
don't
do
it.
Don't do it. We gotta get shirts. That say. Oh, I wish
one day I'm gonna be brave enough to publicly tell that story. I might do it. Should I do it?
Super for the vibe. Super for the vibe.
We got to get on a topic tour. I can't just blurt it out.
We'll see if it come back around.
Yeah.
We can continue to talk about. Let's hop back on the friendship train real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about what does it look like when our friends are transitioning and we have to decide whether we on the train or we not on the train.
Oh, I think the immature me would take offense, but the mature me, I'm mature, I promise. The mature me is understanding, and honestly, I'm okay if I'm not on that train with you. Like, I'm okay. I'm not meant to go where you're going, and that is okay. I wish you the best. That doesn't mean we have to beef. I'm not gonna shoot at you.
Why did she say that?
I don't know. It's okay. So it looks like acceptance, but I have to make sure, or anybody has to make sure that who they have in their circle is solid enough to accept that. Because you could have an immature friend who would take offense to it and not understand, and not ultimately it comes down to they don't know themselves.
Yeah.
But
I feel like with friendship transitions, I think I'm in a season of where I just understand that people just grow and move forward. And I'm also in a very, I want to say like almost confrontational season where I'm like, is we friends or is we not?
Yeah.
Like, I think for me, it's important for me to know because of all the hate and pain that like 2023 put me through. So I need to like know, are you in my circle? Are we cool? And like, I'm not
that
trying.
Reassurance is always helpful.
I just want to know like my place. And I think like so much of my life has been, well, this person asked you to do this, so you just did it. This person asked you to do this, so I want to be like, no, like if I call you, like, we'll just use Tiff as an example. Like, Tiff, are we road dogs or not? And like having that conversation. And I've had that conversation with other people. Like, do we need to decide that this friendship needs to end today? Or are we going to start from this moment on moving forward? We are friends, but we got to let go of the past. Like, Tiff said something earlier today, and it was in reference to like a love situation, but she said, if you're going to forgive, just forgive. And so I'm in that space right now with everybody. Like, if we going to move forward and forgive, then we need to do that. Or we need to decide what place do we have in each other's life.
Right.
And that's hard because I feel like,
I think friendship breakups or transitions are way harder than romantic.
Absolutely, because you supposed to be there. You supposed to be my dog. Like you supposed to be there.
We supposed to be thick as thieves.
Yeah.
I never understood that. Thick as thieves? Like, are the thieves thick?
I never understood that either.
Or
but y'all say I got crazy stuff. But y'all say I got crazy stuff. Thick as thieves looking ass like them.
Like, are they big? Like BBL thick? Or like, what is it? Like,
I don't know.
Hefty thick.
You know that was Aladdin 3. That was they oh no, that was the King of Thieves. Never mind. Jesus. Lisa.
Get together.
I was like, no, that's not right. No. Aladdin 3, Thick as Thieves. Nope.
Does Aladdin have 3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's Aladdin
Randy
3.
took me to see Aladdin on
Broadway. I saw it here. Oh yeah, I saw it like a couple years ago. I want to see it again. That's a cute day. See, I need me in this. Knows I like Aladdin. Gonna take me to go see it. Okay, so let's talk about this new relationship because that's the real tea. So how that happened? PG-13. You know the disclaimer. PG-13.
Okay, so let's just start from before him. That morning, I prayed and I was like, this has to be the last time I cry over my previous person. And I was like, it has to be. It has to be. And so I'm at work and I'm walking and I sit down and I see this. I said, I ain't never seen him up in this building before. Who is that? Who is that?
And she sounded just like that.
Yes. I was like,
she worked at the bowling alley.
So I was like, he's cute or whatever. I didn't want to make the first move because I do feel like if a man wants you, he'll come get you. However,
where you been at?
So I was walking back and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna write my number down on a sticky note and I'm gonna give it to him. And I was like, if I'm supposed to interact with this guy, he'll still be there. Because it was a little minute before I came back. Like, and I knew his 30 minutes was up. I'm in HR now. I should write him up for that. Taking a long break. I'm docking your pay. But anywho, so I wrote my number on a sticky note and it said, call me if you're single. And I went back and he was still there. I was like, oh, thank God, yes. So I gave it to him and he just looked up and I walked away. I was like, I walked away. Eat it. So he texted me in like 5 minutes. And he was like, hi, I'm Randy. Yeah, I'm single. And I sent the Denzel Washington gif.
Because Tiffany is so serious.
I was like, that was my first text to him. I was like, thank God. Because I just knew a wife or something was going to be like, bitch, he's good and married. But yeah, so we started talking. We started texting. He asked me out, stood me up 3 times, probably 4, honestly.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, he stood me up so many times to where I was uninterested in dating him. I wanted to get straight to the grown-up stuff. And
let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah, like, what are you making me wait to even see you for? Like, it gotta be top tier.
So I'm heartbroken. I just prayed this prayer to God. Here you go.
Here.
We know what this is.
So
wait, where's that?
So we end up having lunch before all of that. We end up having lunch we have a cafeteria inside of work. We had lunch. That wasn't good enough for me. That wasn't a date. We actually said yesterday.
Say it again.
That wasn't good enough for me. That wasn't a date.
Nor Lisa.
Like, you can't take me to Bowen's cafeteria.
You can't take me to Healing.
We didn't even eat.
Can't take me to my own building.
Like, you
and it's not a date.
It's not a date. Like, it's not a date.
Whoo, fellas, please learn how to date.
Yes, like, and that was the thing. I was like, oh, maybe this isn't, because our first encounter, like serious encounter that wasn't electronic, was in our job's cafeteria. Like, that wasn't good enough for me. Yes. So then after that, we would just be like on call for certain moments. And then we kind of got a little bit closer, like started talking more. We started talking a lot more before he got deployed over the summer. And then over the summer when he got deployed, I knew I liked him.
She knew she liked him.
I knew I liked him at a certain time. But I knew I really, really liked him when he left for the airport. Girl, do you know I cried myself to sleep?
Tiff, you did not tell me that.
But anyway, so he got deployed. I went to visit him. I went to see that man 3 times while he was deployed.
She really did, though.
And he was only gone for 3 months. And it was great. It was lovely.
She really did. I remember. So last year during the Valentine's Day, I know, like, you were really going through, like, you were finalizing your previous breakup. And then this man was like, this is like kind of around when you met him. And you were like, I gotta cut.
Yeah.
I gotta make some cuts.
Yeah. That person was already going to get cut. It just kind of, the process was sped up because, not that I didn't have a reason to speed up the process, but it was easier. And
it was,
that sounds bad, but it's the truth.
But I think in like love, right? I think sometimes that's the beauty of love, is where It's not traditional. It's not your Disney.
Yeah.
It's not how you expected it. It just kind of worked itself out.
Yeah. It definitely works itself out.
Because that's something I want to like really hit home. Like I think a lot of women specifically, we tend to be hard on ourselves for staying in a situation for too long or for going back when we know we shouldn't have. But then like one thing I've learned as I've gotten older is like you'll leave when you're ready.
Yeah.
You'll leave when you're ready. You'll leave when you're tired. You'll get what you need when you're done. And I think like sometimes, like you know how that meme or TikTok that's been going on, get up, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we can't.
Sometimes we can't.
Sometimes we
Sometimes
really
we
can't.
can't. Sometimes we can't. And I there's no other way to explain it. Like sometimes we can't.
Yeah.
And it's we know better, but we're just paralyzed.
We're paralyzed. And then also too, like one of the hard realizations, and I had this conversation with Tiff. One of the hardest realizations with my last ex, which was with him was like I only dated him because he was the type of man that I saw in my household. I didn't know
Any better.
And it's almost like I want to say I didn't know right from wrong. Like I knew it was wrong, but I didn't know how to navigate that. And I didn't have people in my corner because at the time, me and Tiff wasn't that close. Like, no, nobody knew I was dating him, and we had been together for like 2 years at that point.
Thank God nobody knew.
Yeah, thank God. Woo, praise him.
Glory to God.
Nobody knew we were dating, so in that I had nobody to like protect me or really like tell me like it was okay, because I think sometimes we get in like situations where we really just need to know like you weren't wrong for loving. And I think in your last relationship, that was one of, as your friend, I wanted you to know that like I'm not judging you for what you're going through. You were never wrong for loving that man. He was wrong for hurting you and then manipulating you to make you think you were the problem. Like there was no way that you loved and did everything you did for that man and he turned around and had kids and he turned around and told you be doing too much. Like when you just like, hey, this is how I feel. And he like, can you not do that? Like you were never wrong for that. You know, if
God, we can laugh about it now because it wasn't shit funny back then.
And I would be crying with Tiff, y'all. Like I would literally be crying because I hated what she was going through and I wanted to take it away. But also too, I didn't this, and you know, talk to me about this because like my biggest thing with you was like I never wanted you to feel like I was judging you. And so I don't know if I did a good job at that.
I didn't necessarily think my circle was judging me. It never gave judgmental. What it did give was I was just really insecure about the situation. And like I probably came off like everybody's judging me. I don't want to tell nobody nothing. But the whole time I was embarrassed from day one with the whole like with the whole social media stuff.
So yeah, my biggest thing in the whole situation was like with Tiff was I want you to know that like you are protected as much as possible. You are here. I didn't ever want you to feel like you coming to me was annoying, but I know like sometimes I could be overbearing. Like, okay, well, talk to me about your feelings. Like, talk to me about that. And that's why I be needing friends who real to be like, you doing too much. Like, that's not what I need right now. What I need is vodka. Like, what I need
is an alibi. I'm gonna go flatten these tires.
And so it was hard because I think like sometimes. Like I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't believe in like that whole tough love is love type of thing. That's never worked for me, and I've just never been that person.
If you give me tough love, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna block you, and I'm never
gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna cry, and I am a thug. I have a pistol.
I am always crying, like always.
You know. In this relationship, I cry at the drop of a dime. Like, and he just like, this is wonderful to see. You're so rough. Like, I like to see you crying. Like, that means you're comfortable enough to cry around me. And I'm like, you know what? That is true. And it's not that he's making me cry. It's just that like I'm in this sensitive, I hate the word or the phrase, but I'm in this sensitive soft girl era with him that like I'm like 100% a woman. Like
he gives you that permission to feel.
Yeah.
And you didn't have that in the last relationship.
Girl, not at all.
But so she was really tough in her last relationship.
Yes,
she was really tough.
And it was like back to back toughness. Like I gotta be tough, I gotta be strong. Because he put me through back to back situations. Like it was rough. And looking back on it, I would unalive someone if they took my daughter through what I went through.
I think I need to start being heavy because I feel like I have let people dictate and walk over me for so long that I'm at a place where I actually know who Lisa is. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. Boundaries are here. They're staying. They're not going anywhere.
For sure.
And I love who I am. I can honestly say that. I love looking in the mirror. I love who I am. I love who I'm becoming. I can hug the previous Lisa, but the present Lisa and the future Lisa, I'm in love with. And I've accepted the past, present, and future. And I've never been able to say that. I've never been in love with myself. And I'm at that place where I am. And so can't nobody just come up in here and say and do what they want to do.
Feel, yeah.
Like I can't wait to be in the soft girl era. Like I'm so tired. Like that was one of the guys that has tried to date me the last couple months. It went nowhere. Where he was like, you just want to be in control, and I'm like, I run a whole facility. I have 2 jobs. I'm in online courses. I would really love for a partner to come in and just take the weight off. I also pay all the bills for my facility, for my house. I own a house. I'm a homeowner. I pay for everything. Like, do y'all realize when y'all date women in leadership, like 9 out of 10 times, we really are the submissive women. We just have to be safe enough because we run so much on a day-to-day. When we come home, we want to follow somebody because we lead all day long. And I just feel like as a man, if you are going to date a leader, know what you're getting yourself into. Like, know that. I can't be submissive to you if I don't feel safe.
You're not giving me shit to submit to, sir. Like,
if the only thing you have to offer me is insurance, and I mean benefits, y'all, like benefits from a job.
Oh, we're not talking about rated R benefits?
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
Because I'm not even in the space to receive that.
That sucks.
I'm not even in the space to receive that.
Randy, get ready.
I'm coming home right now.
As soon as it's over.
I'm
coming. She said cut.
I'm coming to Randy. No. Girl. Happy birthday!
You don't know what to do.
He'd be like, whoa! That's not how I was wanted.
That's so funny.
To be my wife a long time ago.
Oh my gosh, that's another thing. Speaking of that, like, one thing I do appreciate about this relationship is we got all that out the way early.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, you're speaking too soon about the future. No. Do you want to get married?
Correct.
Do you want to have kids?
Correct.
Do you want to own a house? Do you want to stay in St. Louis? Like, we asked the proper vetting questions that we needed to ask, and it was like we got the deal breaker questions over with. Like, if you don't want to if you don't want to have kids, then it's no point of us getting serious. Me, if you don't want to get married, it's no point of getting serious. Again, if you don't want to leave St. Louis, then So we got all of that out the way, and thank God that we aligned with everything.
Right.
He was pushing it, asking for 2 kids. Like, I'll give you 1.
We can see about the other ones.
And anytime we can gamble for 3.
That would be 5 kids. Sorry, I come with 2. A boy and a girl, perfect.
Like,
no, I think that's good though, because I feel like so many times we end up in situationships because we don't ask the right questions. And I think like I have had to get over that of being like, oh, I don't want to be not. So like when Tiff got here today and we was like kind of catching up on the podcast episode and dating and stuff like that, just to see what exactly we were going to talk about, I was proud to tell her, like, yeah, like, so all these recent dates, like, I've been telling them, like, this is what I need to operate. Like, do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Are you okay with celibacy right now? Like, are you okay with this? And girl, I'm in a shedding season. And so, like, I can't be taking out all your energy, especially if I don't know you yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you really got to work your way up to even get to that point with me right now.
For sure.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I agree. And then we're well past the let's get naked.
Yeah.
First, but we're well past that. We're practically senior citizens. Like we don't need to be doing all of that. Like we need to be planning for our future in the proper way and not just planning for our future nut. I shouldn't have said that, but
I feel that way. I'm a quality time type of gal, and I just feel like I just gave so many years to somebody that I really thought was gonna be someone. And I just don't want to go through that again. Like, I just don't want to go through the same heartbreak knowing what the outcome is going to be. Like, if you know better, you do better. And also, too, like, if you can't even plan or you can't consider or you don't allow me the safe space to be emotional, like, 9 out of 10 times, we're just not compatible. We're just not. I don't even want to try because if I have to teach you how to be emotional, I'm not your therapist, sweetheart.
Literally.
I'm not your therapist.
Nobody's in the market to be raising somebody else's children that's an adult.
Dating has been so interesting, and I'm excited to experience healthy dating.
I'm so excited too. What I want you to know is that it is never mind.
No, tell me.
Enjoy the time that you have to get to know and evolve.
Yeah, evolve.
Public school education.
Let me say that. I'll tell y'all, we've got degrees, but
I
that's
promise.
Public school.
But take time, like enjoy this solitude away from love. Like there's no rush, and I can guarantee you, when you're not even looking, Mr. Perfect gonna pop right up. It'd probably be Drake.
I mean, I don't know, but but I think like I was just telling Tiffany, like, I think I need a break from love. I think I need a break from my emotions. I think I need a break from dating and relationships. And as bad as I want love, it is hard for me to say that, but I think like I do need to be in this season of solitude. Like the celibacy has to come, the singleness has to come, the like it just has to.
Have to. Whatever.
I think for my sanity, it has to.
I understand it though. I do understand it because I do have this mindset of like if it doesn't work with Randy, there's no way I could put myself out there again. Like I would just completely shut down from the world and just like I don't even look at me.
Maybe that's what it is because like with this last guy, that's how I was. Like I was like, if it don't work out with him, I'm done. And now that it hasn't worked out with him, like Tiff, I'm done.
You're standing on business. You're standing on business.
And I've even had to tell him that like we had a pretty serious conversation where like we're actually like cool. We're on the same page, but like I had to be honest with him and be like, I think that I'm done with love right now. Like, and that's so hard.
Okay.
It's okay, but it's so hard for me because all I've ever wanted. Like, Tiffany, you know, I am a lover girl. Yeah. Like, let me love. Like, even when Tiffany be trying to act like she a man, I'll be like, girl, let me love you. Like, she gonna tell me, Lisa, I just think I'm too immature for your friendship. If you don't come get this hug and shut up and drink this margarita.
Whole time she's a toddler. Toddler.
Whole time, Tiffany's 1, I'm 2.
It is. I never denied it.
She's also. I just feel like
I'm just a
She was like, I just feel like you're just too immature to be my friend.
I'm sorry.
Any last words on love, friendship, love for friendship?
Love all the way around. Give people their space. Give people their space. And don't take offense to it. Like, everything isn't meant to be harmful to you. Like, every decision someone make isn't meant to offend you. Give people their space and their time to breathe. You never know what people are going through. Just like you with your love debacle. Is debacle the right word? We don't use it today.
Okay,
but
it sounds nice.
If you took offense to, or if I took offense to you just needing space to figure out, what it is in life that you want, like, and you dealing with your whole love thing, like, I can't take offense to that. You need your space. That has nothing to do with me. Although I'm here 10 behind you, that has nothing to do with me. Like, I can't be offended if you want to shut the world out. Now, don't do it.
No, I wouldn't. There's a couple people that I would never like shut out. But I say that too because when you were going through your situation and you got quiet, I had to figure out how to support you, but also give you your space. And I think you did a pretty good job at explaining to me. And I feel that I did a pretty good job at giving you space, but also like checking up on you. And I think like when it comes to love in all aspects, like allow people to be human.
Yes.
Allow people to be human.
That's what I was trying to say.
I think like
that's why you're the therapist. I'm the astronaut. Ask me a science question.
Look at me like, well, let me ask.
Please don't.
I would say let people be human. Also, in the human experience, realize that you are going to experience pain. And I think like one thing with me and Tiff, one thing that I really love about our relationship is that we do believe in God. We read in our Bibles, and even though we don't fit a certain description of anything, when it comes to no matter what we believe, we still allow the human experience, and we still allow each other to feel the pain, be the pain, grow. We'll go get our drinks and we'll have those hard conversations. And I think the world just needs more of that. I think love has been defined by social media. Like y'all tripping about if somebody can go to Applebee's or Cheesecake Factory, but like whole time, like the person don't even like you.
I'm ready to square up with the girl who said who started this whole cheesecake thing.
Yeah.
Because she got men out here not even want to blink.
And I feel like that's the thing too. And I feel like that's why I can't get a date, because the men really feel like I'm asking for a lot.
Yeah,
and like, you can't take me to Applebee's. It's Applebee's right up the street. You can't take me there.
And then even like with this whole, I don't know if you've seen it, but like this Pandora ring thing, like somebody proposed with a Pandora ring. He loved me enough to spend the rest of his life. Maybe you could have proposed to me with a ring pop.
No, but I think that's real, and I think we have to have those conversations. Like, okay, for example, I have a coworker who her man just got engaged and then had a sit down conversation, because they're both teachers. Had a sit down conversation and said, so in reality, can we afford what we actually want? Is getting married right now the smartest decision? And I looked at her and I was like, I feel like that's such a adult conversation.
For sure.
Because most people would rack up on $50,000 of credit card debt and put themselves in a predicament that they didn't need to be in. But y'all are being human and asking each other, what is the reality of our situation right now?
And that's the strongest love you can give me, is to consider our future together. Even if it is painful, like you can't give me the wedding right now. Which I don't want a wedding at all. I want to elope.
I don't want a wedding either. And I think like people have always mistaken me not wanting a wedding for I don't want marriage. I'm okay with marriage. I don't necessarily want a $20,000 to $50,000 wedding. Like, that's a salary. What I want though is I want you to choose me. And I think in all my relationships, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to build a village of people who choose me.
Yeah.
And like you said, it doesn't have to be every day, but I'm looking for people who choose me. So
no, my man got to choose me every day.
Every single day.
Every day. miss a day and watch you better know how to miss a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
you gotta choose me every single
day.
day.
The man, yes, you have to choose me every single day. But like, I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. So if we can talk about what that looks like and have the honest real life conversation, then you belong. Then we belong together.
For sure.
We belong together.
I was gonna bust a note, but
ooh, baby.
We belong together.
Mariah, hit us up.
Right. I'm ready for my feature.
All right, y'all. On that note, we are going to end on our affirmation. Welcome to episode 108's affirmation. This week's affirmation is: I trust myself to attract reliable and supportive friends. I love my friends.
Period.
Period. Do you have anything to say about that affirmation?
I do love my friends. And even my new friends. I actually joined Bumble for friends. It was cool.
Love that.
I got a few friends.
Hey, I hope I get invited on the next date. Just kidding.
No. But yes, like, yeah, you guys will be reliable in a way that looks good to us and not the typical standard. If being reliable is just calling once a week, I don't have to see you all the time. I don't have to talk to you all the time. But you're reliable enough to listen to me when I cried, laugh at my jokes. Who doesn't laugh at my jokes?
You know, I be
girl be dying. Be weak in the knees.
Get up, girl. Get up.
But yes, I do love my friends, and especially my OG friends. Like, y'all done seen the rough, the tough, the big booty, and I ain't never had no little booty.
She's never had one.
Let's get that straight.
I have though. I have the flat back.
Yeah, it's okay. You're smart and beautiful. You have a master's. That's all that matters.
Great. Great. And a double chin.
I mean, that double chin was
double chin. Okay. I trust myself to attract reliable and supportive friends. I love my friends. I really do love my friends, my ride or dies. And I do trust myself to attract the people that I need. And I know in time they'll be here. So
they will. They will.
So yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate
you for having me.
Yes.
My mixtape drop tomorrow. Make sure you copy. You know, Sexy Red, they call me Sexy Brown.
All right, y'all. I love you, but love you the way you love the world. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.